So we're going to count it down. Both players are ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So, what is... Okay, so if you're watching along on YouTube, you wouldn't know what seed this is. But we appreciate you nonetheless. I'm going to tell you now. If you want to play along, oh, nice little J spin to kind of make up for that misdrop of the square on O's side. If you want to play along, the seed is 3270B3, so you can kind of push down a little bit because we've started, but you could play along. You'll need the Tetris Gym ROM hack to do it, but I'm sure, you're probably a dab hand at Googling or DuckDuckGoing or Binging or whatever your favorite search engine is, so you can get over there and you can figure it out. There's more details on the Discord, of course. Okay, consistently at 15 hertz, apparently. And it was someone in YouTube that answered, so there you go. Come on, Twitch. Get with it. Hey, both players doing pretty good so far. Both around the 160,000 point mark. Nothing really to separate them right now. A few more burns on O's side, but almost not even worth commenting on, really. Ooh, kind of last second J shift there. And there's another Tetris for O. Okay, good looking stacks on both sides. Both players Tetris ready. Double line skim just to keep the stack at a comfortable level. I'm not sure if that... okay. Oh, I think O missed a line spin there, and the stack is actually kind of spiraling. I wouldn't say completely out of control, but it's not looking great. That is going to be a fair amount of burning, and there's just more weight being added on top now. Oh, perfect L piece there, because I'm not sure what you would have done if that did not come. Oh, this is very tense. Kind of needs a line, but... Oh, hangs a line, and it's going to be an early top out for O. Dillan is already ahead. Dillan actually having similar trouble with this part of the seed, but is already ahead in score, so Dillan is going to take game number 1. Let's call that one a warm-up, right? Yeah, there you go. O in chat saying, there's your 1-game handicap. So there is the dot to Dillan. Dillan looking happy. Okay, both players are ready. Let's count it down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh, it's only a line came there. Just great, perfect, clear opportunity. But there we go. First Tetris goes to O. Dillan follows up immediately afterwards. Nice adjustment of that J there to kind of accommodate that line differently on Dillan's side, but it has kind of... Oh, I say it's cost a burn, but like burns on O's side. Dillan actually ahead in that regard. Oh, excuse me. A bit of a late night last night. Not yawning because of the game. Was first game et slash. I don't know what that means, Dan. Oh, someone tell me what that means. I'm such an old man. Oh, early top out. And the slash is just a typo for a question mark. I get it. I'm down with the kids. Okay, another Tetris Dillan. Oh, kind of looking not happy about something. I wonder if just kind of you know, person problems or pad problems. Probably person problems. I'm guessing the slapping of the head. I mean, I'm not sure if that's going to help, so maybe it does. Maybe just wake you up a little bit. I don't know. Wasn't it super late for at least one of these players? Let me... Oh, it's 3 a.m. for O. Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm so sorry that it's that late. I guess when you have such a huge competition like this, the time is not going to be great for everyone. It is especially bad for O, though. 3 a.m. What a trooper. I feel like everyone should be cheering for O. Really. Like, I mean, come on. It's only 3 a.m. for one of these two players. Like, I got to sleep at... Well, I got back home at, like, sometime past midnight last night. Had a gig. Got to sleep probably before 2. And I'm still exhausted. This guy's up at 3 a.m. putting in the hard graft, playing Tetris, setting up line dependencies on the left, immediately filling them. Oh, there's some Spanish in YouTube chat. The El Compao es de Australia son las 3 de la mañana donde el este. I'll let someone else translate that because I have no idea. I don't speak any Spanish apart from dos cerveza, por favor. Why dos? Because, like, you know, why not? Why just get one? Okay, it does look like O might have woken up. I don't know. A little bit. So, stack is looking good. Score is looking good. 438,000 for Dillan, who kind of... Oh, you see that adjustment of that T-spin under the misdrop J. Oh, and a little smirk to go with it as well. Dillan, yeah, I like that. That was a cool move. Clip that, you know. Yeah, as I was saying, 487 for Dillan, 467 for O. So Dillan with about a 20,000 point lead. Okay, random question from Mary. Did Scooty's bracket end yet? And Dex says not yet. So if anyone else was wondering, no, it has not ended yet. And O it's so late for O. He's just delirious, like yelling at nobody right now. But still managing to, look at this, actually catching up. Now, scores basically neck and neck right now. There's just 1,000 points between them. And we are 15 lines away from transition. It's going to be a very respectable transition score. 607k already for O. O keeping himself awake with kind of repetitive concussive force to the temple. I don't recommend that, but it seems to work for him. Okay, transitions at 6:33. Just going to burn it down a little bit. 597 for Dillan, whose stack is suboptimal right now. Looks like he's going to build for a column 7 Tetris. Is ready for it. Oh, O's board kind of looking a little bit spicy. Sorts it out though in just a few burns. Okay, yeah, Dillan's board. It's got a Tetris while waiting, just needs to uncover it. Uncovers it. And there we go, there's the Tetris. Oh, misshifts the L and kind of adds in a bunch of gaps. And this is definitely giving O some leeway to establish a lead. Although, hasn't done so just yet. I guess you need the pieces to make it happen. 636 for Dillan. 679 for O. O looking good. Oh, very timely J piece just there. Oh gosh, triple. And there's a Tetris for O. And Tetris ready again. That's like how high O was built up. Could burn a safety triple, get a Tetris, and still have a Tetris waiting. Something only DAS players could dream of. Now looking for, what would that be, a J-tuck? Yeah, there we go. There's a J, there's a line burn, there's a Tetris. 709 for Dillan, 806 for O. So O has established that lead. Not quite 100,000 points ahead in pace, but yeah, that's a good, what? Almost 4 Tetrises ahead, 3.5 Tetrises, something like that. There's another one. 869 for O, 741 for Dillan, who's built a line dependency in column 3. But there's the line, so it worked out. And just managed to burn that S in time to uncover the well and get the Tetris. Needs a J. Needs another J. Oh, and hangs a T. Dirty Tetris though. Oh, and a lovely, look at that from Dillan. Perfect pieces to kind of overcome those issues, those self-imposed issues. But love to see it. Yeah, that was very nice. Everyone in chat equally impressed with that solve. I know, I feel like he was bailed just a little bit of those pieces, to be honest. But I mean, you got to know what to do with them, so fair enough, you know. Okay, another Tetris for O. He's got the max out. 937 to A39, so a good lead for O. Wow, with really considerably different colours, I just noticed. I mean, that must really help on Dillan's side. Like, those 27 colours looked fine. 27 looks terrible for me. Okay, O kind of LJ dependent, just has to shove an S, no, a Z down there. Now J dependent. Just going to burn. Uncovers well. Oh, God, what is this? No, that is unfortunate. A87 and then the top out. Just kind of not the best transition, but I don't think Dillan is going to make this up somehow. Yeah, A18 does get the max, but O is going to take game number 2. Let's not make O wait any longer. It's late where he is. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Sorry for the silence there. It's just a little bit of admin so that I can keep an eye on both chats. There we go. Yeah, nice starts, I guess. I mean, I say nice. I mean, okay. Okay, I was sorted out. Just J dependent right now, but there's a J, and the stack now looking good again. Oh, that was an interesting choice. Nice little. I do love those S spins. And that's was it an S or was it? Oh man, I can't think. S's and Z's are all the same, but those kind of internal spins of that piece, always very satisfying. Like very difficult to time. I was good, giving us the OK sign. I mean, doesn't everyone in the world say Z except for America? Maybe do you say Z in Canada as well? I guess that'd be my guess. Okay, Dillan's stack is pretty messed up. Dirty Tetris though, managing to kind of burn it away almost perfectly. Okay, just going to take the double on that single line burn before then to kind of get that stat back in order. And hasn't really lost too much, but O again with the monster pace. So 284,000 for Dillan, 302,000 for O. Very nice score at 59 lines. So YouTube chat is telling me they say Z in Canada. Twitch chat is saying that snobs in Canada say Z. Well, whether you say Z or Z, everyone is welcome here. Whether you say it correctly or incorrectly, everyone is welcome. Oh, it looks like it's O's turn for a kind of dirty Tetris in the middle of the stack to get the stack back in order, although O's stack... Oh wow, almost identical scores. Is that 380 points between them? No, 280. Let's try and do maths. Okay, Dillan's stack back in order. Tetris for O. 425 for Dillan, 445 for O. So O has kind of got a very, very slim lead right now. But oh, this sequence, not the best, but look at that. Lovely kind of double line burn there with that horizontal J, and then great kind of stack awareness using the line like he did. That right side getting a little high for O. Probably wants to build out the left if possible. Okay, that line will build it out, but you know, that's a line that could have been a Tetris really. Gonna have to take a double line burn. Probably gonna have to do a bit more burning, to be honest. Okay, finally, there's that Tetris. And now taking the opportunity to deal with the trash on the top. Oh, it has to shove a line all the way right, so that does mean, like, you know, basically 4 singles. No matter what you do. Oh, and then a line dependency on the left sensibly fills it before going for the Tetris. Now gets the Tetris. 525,000 for O, 508,000 for Dillan, who's kind of in a similar situation. So obviously a tricky part of the sequence, because we are playing same piece sets. Okay, yeah, Dillan probably wants to get his stack in order quick, because we're getting pretty close to transition now. I mean, there's a line for a triple, and there's another line which is definitely going to help, but this is such a difficult stack. I don't know that there's anything that can be done there, and yeah, that is going to be a top out for Dillan. O, meanwhile, already over 600,000 points, looking good. So O is going to take game number 3. And there we go. There's that circle. Anyway, let's stop prattling about. Count it down, because we want to get O back to bed. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Nguyen Craft 01 saying it's Z in the alphabet song. Like, it just isn't. Like, we were taught the alphabet. Well, I don't want to say we. I don't want to speak for every Brit. But, you know, I was taught the alphabet song when I was a kid. And at the end it goes, what is it? W, X, Y, and Z. Yeah, it doesn't have to rhyme. Not every song perfectly rhymes all the time. Damn being chat. It rhymes with X, kinda. Oh, fell J. You're not going to trick me that easily. It just doesn't rhyme in that bit of the song. It's fine. Oh, nice little shift for the L incoming from Dillan there to burn away that line. But O off to the early lead. I mean, at this kind of sort of part of the stack, you know, seed number 27 versus number 38, probably not worth mentioning, but O is the lower seed in this matchup. But, you know, seems to be doing a fair amount better, I would say, despite the handicap of the time of day. Although he did agree to that time of day, so, I mean, I don't know. Is that true? Alfalfa field? That's difficult to say. So for those on YouTube, Alfalfa field saying that apparently ampersand used to be considered part of the alphabet. Okay, nice Tetris there from O. Kind of waiting on like a number of pieces, really. Oh, fills it in. That's a nice way to fill it in. A J would... Oh, gets the line spin. Very nice. Vandy would be very happy with that. Okay, another column 8 Tetris, and that brings the well back over to the right side for O. Who has 415,000 points. Dillan at 414, so we're again neck and neck. O was actually ahead a couple of lines, so it's really neck and neck. Like they are on practically identical scores. Yeah, I feel like all of these seeds have been quite bad. Although O has done a sterling job with it, I would say. Although I'm not sure about that move. I think O also not sure about it. Stack now looking just a little awkward. Okay, got a line dependency on the left. Oh, this is danger. Oh, and he doesn't wait for the line, which is probably sensible. But I don't know. Yeah, with that hung line, that is going to be an early top out for O. Dillan takes the game, and that is that means we got a decider. So I will give that man his dot. His Pac-Man dot, I guess. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So it all comes down to this. Are we going to see O win and see his torture prolonged? I mean, what is it? Is it 4? Is it gone 4 a.m. now? Like, if it's no, it must. Well, if it was 3 something, when we started at 4:30 my time, does that mean that it's now 4:15? Yeah. It's 4:15 a.m. for O. You've got to admire this man's fortitude, I think. Oh, to be young, right? Like, and I would just be... Well, I'd be in bed. I just would not have been bothered. But, you know, do it while you can. Kind of another awful seed. perhaps. Like, it's not a great start. Oh, nice burns there from O, I think. Really nice down stacking. Well, nice, very quick down stacking, you know. You do gotta give props to that. That's a theme own tane? Or the Meowntain? The Meowntain 420. I'm gonna go with that. Not theme own tane. Saying that you gotta give props at someone being able to play like that at that time of night. And yeah, you do. Oh, you know, how had I not noticed that Dillan is tapping? Okay, a little bit of a traffic accruing on O's side, but yeah, nice moves to get rid of it. Burns it away with a triple, which is, I guess, kind of depending on how you look at it, the best way you can burn out of a problem if you can't do it with a Tetris. Like, you still get more points for triple than you do for free singles, so, you know. So yeah, Nguyen Craft 01 on YouTube. Just reminding us that Dillan's YouTube channel is Answer 2 Question. That's answer the number 2 question. And he posts great videos up there, great games up there. So yeah, why not check it out? Thinking of things you should check out, I do believe there is a merch link, you know, at least on Twitch. I don't know. How does that work? Like, can I just paste that into the YouTube? No, I'm guessing there's probably rules about that. If you go to go.ctm.gg/merch, that's MERCH, you can check out CTM related merch that helps maintain these competitions. Nice horizontal line burn there from Dillan. Also, if you are watching this on Twitch and you have an Amazon Prime account, then perhaps you would like to consider using your Prime Twitch subscription on us. That's something you can do. But you know, you don't have to use it on us. Use it on anyone, especially us. But you know, anyone. Just don't let it go to waste is all. Take that money out of Jeff's fat pockets. Jeff Bezos, that is, not just some random Jeff. Leave other Jeff alone. But yeah, Bezos has got too much money. Is he not the CEO anymore? I like to believe that the Twitch Prime subs somehow still just come directly out of Jeff's pockets. Okay, O playing pretty high up. Oh, there we go. Burns it down and restores the slope of the stack. Very nice. Dillan also playing high up. Seems we're in a bit of a drought. Triple for O. There's the line at last. And one line away from transition. Dillan transitions at 5:47. O looking for that one more Tetris, but gonna have to be careful. Because, yeah, it looks like we're in a drought. Gonna transition with a triple 5:66 transition. Nice burns to get out of it. Still waiting for a line, both players. Okay, O triples again, brings the stack down to a more manageable state and gets the Tetris. 600,000 for O, 584,000 for Dillan. Yeah, sorry, regular Jeffs. We'll stop picking on you. And regular Jeffs have done nothing wrong. Well, I don't know, maybe they have. But I can't speak for the Jeff community. Okay, O looking good. 713,000 for O, 720 for Dillan. Tetris brings it to 749 and 4 lines ahead, so O Tetris is right back, brings it to 742. That's something you find, I think, at this kind of level of competition, that actually players seem to, well, maybe not for the first few games on this matchup, but like players seem to open up once you hit that level 19 speed. Like level 18 is a bit of a wait, just trying to maximize your score without doing anything too silly. And then level 19 is when the real competition starts. And that's looking to be true here. 813 for Dillan, 817 for O. Another Tetris for O brings it to 848. Dillan ahead at 875. Remember, this is the last game for them. This is a decider. Whoever wins this goes on to the next stage of the bracket. And that misdrop for Dillan is not what he wanted. But oh, look at that. That was a nice solve. Now, that was definitely not just bailed out by the pieces in that case. Although, oh, another misdrop with that. Was it an L? And got some more holes to work out. Meanwhile, O is going to take this opportunity to get some Tetrises and get ahead. 948 for O. 921 for Dillan. 985 for O. Max out incoming. Here it is. Max out. A18 for O. And yeah, Dillan probably just wants to get the stack in order before transitioning to level 29 and seeing what can be done there. That might have to be where the game is won if Dillan stands a chance. Another Tetris for O. A91. O looking really good into this transition period. I don't know if Dillan has any rolling prowess, but that is going to be probably necessary to claw this back. Oh, looks like he's kind of building up the stack, maybe. Oh, geez, look at this. This is tapping, but no, that is going to be at 986 for Dillan. O is still going post-transition with a B28. O is going to take it 3 games to 2. GG's. Well done. O overcoming the fatigue. Overcoming the waking nightmare that is his life right now as he's staying up till 4:23 in the morning to play Tetris. But it's paid off. And he has won this matchup. Let's count it down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Bendy almost forgetting that there's a game of Tetris to be played. Oh, and immediately misdrops a J. Unfortunate, but not too big a deal at this stage. Oh, nice burns to get out of it, though. Look at that. So, Bendy, if I'm not mistaken, is playing with Das right now? Tetris ship. Yeah, well, although, I don't know. Maybe just good personship. I don't know. So yeah, Bendy listed as a hybrid player with a PB of 1.2. Presumably that's a hybrid between Das and I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. Sporting. Yeah, I guess. I kind of want a noun for it, I guess. Like, what's a good noun that can replace sportsmanship that is, you know, a bit more gender neutral? I think that'd be nice. Oh, and Portal missing the Z-spin. That's right, I said Z-spin. Sports ship. I quite like that one actually, because it puts me in mind of just like a kind of, I don't know, like a rugby ball shaped spaceship kind of thing, and that's a sports ship. Oh, Portal, kind of with a few misdrops in a row there, as often happens. FCR players in chat just saying, yay Tetris. Yeah, right, yay Tetris. Okay, Portal has a dirty Tetris world kind of built, has covered it over, gets the pieces to uncover it, but needs a line. And of course it comes one piece too late, and it, adding insult to injury. And Portal is not going to get that dirty Tetris just yet. Look at all of these lines now. Finally, Portal gets the dirty Tetris, 231,000. Bendy at 247,000 and 7 lines back, so with the true pace lead. But who knows, that might dissolve as we reach past level, once we reach into level 19, and that speed goes up by 50%. Bendy's chair looks quite comfortable. I need to get myself a good... Like, I have a good chair, but I do find, like, my neck is aching these days, and I find it annoying that it's got, like, arms that I can't take off. Like, the arms are actually kind of integral to the structure of the chair. I try taking them off, and it's like, actually, the chair just falls apart without them. So, you know, I play a lot of music, so I want arms that can fold down, or just no arms, or that can be detached, or whatever. And also I want a neck rest, because like my neck just kills me these days. Take care of your bodies, kids. One day you'll be old and everything will ache. And that day is just about, like, you know, when you hit about 30, that's when the aches start. And then they just get worse and worse. Yeah, I'm with you, Cobalt, on that. Yeah, I mean, I used to work in an office and we had great chairs. And, like, gaming chairs all just kind of look like cheap rubbish, to be honest. But, I don't know, Bendy's looks quite comfortable. I like that padding. That's something that I don't like in office chairs. There's this kind of trend where they're just kind of all made out of hard plastic, even though it has some give. Like, they're never, like, just, like... I want a bit of squish. Like, I'm sitting in an office chair now, but it's just, this office chair is probably older than most of the people in chat. Not even kidding, by the way. It's like, it's well over 20 years old, this chair. And it's very comfortable, but like it's just not quite the right thing for me now. Anyway, enough chair chat. 419,000 points for Portal, 414 for Bendy. Approaching transition, 1 line away for Portal. Gonna get it with that S spin. Oh, nice adjustment to get that Tetris there. Sleepy Maddie in chat saying, I'm almost as old as your chair. Okay, ooh. Looks like, yeah, okay, we're seeing the hybrid now with Bendy, because Bendy is in trouble. 1 line away from transition, that is so high up. Definitely can't do that with Das, that's for sure. And yeah, and it's a hybrid. Oh, that line hang. That is going to be it. Bendy tops out at 449. Portal's going to take game number 1. GG's. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Portal is not Alex T. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. There's the dot. Players are ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. can I adjust cam so we can see Bendy's dash action? I mean, I guess I could bring it up. Then we just have some black space underneath it. But yeah, I can understand wanting to see that. Let me see. Let's see if we can do... I mean, whoever edits this for YouTube, if it goes up, is going to love this. But let's see if we can kind of just have a slightly more... There you go. Now you can see the dash action. Fortunately, yeah, that is the bottom of the camera. And why don't we do the same for Portal now that we've done that, right? Oh, that's the wrong one. There you go. We can kind of bring it over to the left a little bit, actually. I've cut the hair off a little bit. I'm so sorry. But we want to get the hands in. I guess that's kind of a... maybe a downside of this scene. Is that, like, the player thing just obscures where the hands are almost certainly going to be, right? But there you go. Now you can see the hands. You can see that rolling on Portal's side, and you can see that lovely dash on Bendy's side. 190,000 points for Portal, 212,000 points for Bendy, 213 now for Portal. So yeah, we're neck and neck, and pretty nice pace. That's kind of a strong kind of 500k transition pace. Oh, Robot T6. Robotert 6 saying that face is greater than hands always. Well, you got both of them here. You got hands and face. I know, I think a lot of people would disagree about that. Face greater than hands always. But let's not go down that. This is down that rabbit hole. This is a family-friendly show. Simul broadcast on Twitch and YouTube. And Twitter and Facebook, apparently. It's not really on Twitter and Facebook, right? Like, stream... I don't see that anywhere. I know, I think I'm only... at the moment, I think I'm only on Twitch and YouTube, so... maybe I've gotten that wrong. Whoops. They were all toggled off. So, never mind. Okay, anyway, getting distracted. Portal was in trouble. Oh, manages to reopen the kind of double well just in time to get out of trouble, or well, at least to delay that trouble a little bit. Nice double burn with the square. Oh, hangs the Z. Needs a line to the left. Gets the line to the left. And yeah, gets the triple with the line. Actually gonna get out of trouble. Doesn't take the double burn. Actually gonna set up for a Tetris. Incredibly aggressive move. Seemed almost unnecessary. Like, it's still ahead in score. There you go. Takes the triple. Takes the Tetris. 504,000 points. And almost out of trouble. Square would be kind of ideal. Just gonna take the triple though. And transitions at 5:12. Bendy's still 11 lines away from transition, so he has some kind of opportunity to catch up and score. Tetris, Centerwell Tetris for Bendy, and transitions at 5:13. And now we see the switch, switching it over to tapping. Yeah, much nicer transition than the first game. Staying in it to win it. Got to point out that this is seed number 6 versus seed number 59, so we're kind of... These are the early stages. And this is quite an uneven matchup, I would say. But Bendy doing his all to show that Das isn't dead, that tapping isn't dead. And trying to keep pace. But Portal seems to have shifted gears. Although as soon as I say that, this stack is looking a little dicey. 715,000 for Portal, 581 for Bendy, but Bendy's stack in a much better state. J dependent gets the J, gets the Tetris. 611 now for Bendy, fast catching up. Triple for Portal, gets the stack back in order, builds out that left of the square, gets the Tetris. 760,000 points, 700. Oh, it was right on the nose. It was looking very good, but it's very satisfying. Nice whole numbers. Oh, misshift of that Z. And that means that that line is only going to be a triple, and then there's going to be some burning that gives Bendy, I don't know. Well, okay, Bendy's not going to be kind of, I think, getting ahead in score at this point. He's got his own problems to work out. Needed a J, did not get the J. Oh, and that hung square. I don't know that... Oh, it is possible to get out of it. Oh my god, no. With that hung square, that is going to be it. So tense, but tops out at 659. Unfortunate for Bendy. Portal already well ahead. Kind of really ran away with it. 932. Very close to the max out. Takes game number 2. Yeah, I mean, that was some amazing survival for a while, but unfortunately it did not work out. Are we going to see a sweep? Let's hope not. Maybe some cheering for Bendy in chat would help. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Okay, very different openers, but both players getting the Tetris at the same time. And Bendy with 4 pushdown points as well, so, you know. Those 4 points might come into play, you never know. Stranger things have happened. Okay, both players, I think, struggling with this part of the seed. Portal looking for a horizontal J-tuck, not going to get it. Has to just build over the top. Bendy instead going with a left well. Looks like he might just be burning it out. No? Okay, sticking with the left well. A J would complete it. A line will do. It now just needs another one to get the Tetris. And I think he's probably going to build another one before switching back over. Yeah. So Harry Hong tactics here. Another Tetris, another left well Tetris for Bendy. And for those of you perhaps new to Tetris, you may not be aware that in classic Tetris, players always go build their Tetris well. That's the you know, the long kind of empty line so that they can shove lines down it and get the 4. The Tetris clear, that's the 4 lines at once. They always build it on the right, because as the pieces come down, they are biased to one side. And it's easier to get pieces over to the right side than it is to the left. So it makes sense to build your well on the right so that you can get lines over there more easily. Gotta wonder if that's necessarily, although it seems to have held for a long time, even though we're now into the age of rolling. Gotta wonder if that really is the best tactic. But it probably is. So I wonder if you kind of factor in, I'm gonna say human limitations, but when you've got players like, you know, like Fractal and like Blue Scooty and Eric ICX and Andy and Dog and so on and so on. You got players like that. What are the limitations anymore? Like, they just seem to be consistently beaten year after year. You got to wonder what the next kind of big barrier is going to be that people are going to break. Oh yeah, Barrett in chat saying S and Z spins also favour the right as well. That's true. Oh no, Portal was going to demonstrate a spin for us and unfortunately missed it. And he's going to build a Tetris on top. Just settles for the triple, doesn't do anything too rash. And there, reopens the well, gets a Tetris. 326,000 points for Portal. 259 for Bendy, who is still building left well. Okay, looks like Bendy is, yeah, trying to transition that well back over to the right side. Building one off the bottom. Which, not too big a deal, but I think if you're, unless you're a roller, you really want to have every row that you can work with. So although Bendy is probably going to transition over to hyper tapping once we hit that level 19. Nice dirty Tetris there. But, he's probably going to want to burn out that first row before that transition hits at 130 lines. Gets the S spin, but it doesn't get him a line. Oh, tried to, I think, fast tap that line one more over. It didn't matter that it didn't get there, but didn't quite get it. There you go. There's the Tetris on row 2. Gonna try and burn it away with another one. Oh no, putting a lot of weight on top of that hole actually. Looks like Bendy's gonna commit to building on row number 2. Does get that fast tap of that line over. Okay, Portal. Oh, dirty Tetris on row number 4 for Portal. And just needs a two flat bottom piece. There we go, the J will do it. And the stack now back in order at 554. Oh god, I think this is my my least liked Flexstyle tune. Tell you what, if you do like the music, check out flexstyle.bandcamp.com. He's just released this remix album of Mario 64 tunes, and it's really good. Like, it's all of the stuff that we're playing now is quite old, I think, but that Mario 64 album is like genuinely a fire album. Okay, so both players have transitioned, but Portal with a significantly higher score. 657 for Portal, 478 for Bendy. And Bendy needs to win this one to stay in it. They're going to have to really hope that Portal kind of messes up somehow or pulls something out of the hat. Okay, so Bendy has burnt back down to the bottom again. Stack is looking clean. Now building with a right well. Tetris ready. And there's the line straight away. 543 for Bendy, but 750 for Portal. But Portal actually kind of closed over that well. Manages to reopen it, but the parity of this stack, yeah, definitely it was on his mind as well, because he managed to kind of pull some great moves that did introduce a hole in the stack, but then let him accommodate any piece. And then has built a Tetris well on top of it. Tetris, center well, off center well Tetris for Portal, and he's going to stick with it. He's got another one, and there's another line, so another Tetris for Portal just off that center well. Unfortunately, he has to build a hole in his stack again. I've got to wonder, actually, if that was a purposeful placement of that Z or if it was a misdrop. Actually, can't quite tell. I think it was purposeful. Kind of a tuck setup. Oh, nice flip there with whatever that L or J it was. Yeah, Portal stack looking pretty good once again. Yeah, those squares, for once, being helpful. Another Tetris for Portal. Portal just running away with it now. 938 for Portal. Tetris for Bendy gets to 648, but 300,000 point lead for Portal. Portal is ahead in lines, but only by about 7 lines, so not 300,000 points worth of lines. Bendy definitely going to have to kind of hope that max out for Portal at level 26. Now at A11. Extremely early max out for Portal. Okay, Portal, there we go, it's filled in. Got J dependent, line dependent now. Does have a Tetris waiting, fills in that gap, does now 2 holes in the 2 bottom rows, so that line will only be a double, but has a Tetris waiting on top of it now. Lovely adjustment with that J to get the Tetris of that line. Okay, now building a kind of burning back down to the bottom, has reopened the well, moves it over to the right rather than committing to the center, and actually Portal in trouble at A43, but super high up. Level 29 transitions, going to top out at A44. Portal now, Bendy at level 29. What can he do? I mean, can you do this with singles? Can someone do the maths in chat real quick? Because that would be a hell of a comeback. To be able to kind of come back on the kill screen with presumably hyper tapping, which is absolutely insane. Oh my god, Tetris! Hyper tap Tetris on the kill screen. Oh, but that misplaced T. Oh, I think the hype was too much. Manages to get that. I mean, that has to be some of the fastest tapping that we've ever witnessed, but unfortunately not enough to take the game. But got surprisingly close. Just 104,000 points in it. Like, considering the 300,000 point deficit that there was just moments before then, that's extremely close. But Portal is going to take it with a sweep. So GG's. Let's count it down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Whoops, didn't mean to pin that message, but let's just there we go. And I think my hips are so inflexible that, like, I'd be doing myself a damage if I tried to play like that. Oh, a bit of a kind of misflip there, I think, or panic adjustment on Portal's side. And now, doesn't matter, he's just going to turn it into a center well Tetris well. And waiting for the line. Has to take a double. Another double. And there's the line. Probably going to take, there we go, one more single and get the Tetris well back over to the right side. And this is more kind of old man nonsense, I guess. But like, I have terrible hips. Like, I'm very inflexible, and like my hips just ache if I like cross my legs too long. It's, yeah, you know, all stuff that you're gonna have to deal with once you get to your sort of 30s and 40s, maybe. Or maybe you'll just be super fit, like, and not be a lazy so-and-so like I am. A little bit of buffering on O's side, but obviously keep playing. Yeah, it's all good now. A nice adjustment for the L there from O. Takes a double and then gets the Tetris. Kind of J dependent there. Gets the J. I see Sonic Sealang. Or Sonic Clang? Anyway, yeah. Feeling my pain in chat. 45 and haven't been able to sit cross-legged since he was in kindergarten. Well, since they were in kindergarten, I don't know. That name is probably pretty gender neutral, I guess. Okay, well, there you go. My guess was correct. But you shouldn't guess that kind of thing, I guess. Well, it doesn't hurt to ask. Is that Sonic Clang? Was you're a fan of the GCC alternative C compiler? Or C compiler? Or just Clang because it's a funny noise? Tetris for O. Tetris for Portal. 348,000 points for Portal. 366,000 points for O. Okay, for the noise. So Sonic Clang and says Sonic Boom. Right, I get it. I get it. I preferred my one though. But maybe has a very limited audience. Oh, I'll have to check out. So Sonic Clang in chat saying he remade the Doom music like 19 years ago and it got pretty popular. So maybe look that up. I guess it's like a Doom remix soundtrack kind of thing, like an OC remix kind of thing. Are we talking? I mean, see, 19 years ago. That's probably OC remix times, right? Is OC remix still a thing? Oh, mod for Doom 3. And it's on Spotify, so there you go. A little bit of free advertising. Listen to Sonic Clang on Spotify. Got some Doom music up there. That was for a Doom 3 mod. Also, while you're at it, check out my band. No, we're not gonna. It's not gonna devolve into that. I'll stop. 568,000 points for Portal. One line away from transition. Gonna transition with a Tetris. 592 transition. O already there with 580. Yeah, both players looking good. And looking very calm. No kind of big problems just yet. O seems to have overcome his sleep deprivation. It is now... Wait, is it 6 a.m.? No. Or 5 a.m. No, it'd be 10 past 5 a.m. For O. Yeah, I guess has basically O has rolled over his body clock and it's now just the next day and he's refreshed and it's fine. So O with the body clock rollover Will we see an actual rollover though? Or a Tetris score rollover? Oh, it could happen. Stranger things have happened. That's the wrong J. Oh, shaking his head, but Stack's still looking good. Looking a lot better than Portal's side, actually. Though Portal does still have the score lead. And the pace lead. So it will depend on how quickly Portal can get out of this mess. And if O can get some lines, but we're in a bit of a drought. There's a line. Finally a Tetris for O. 9-12. J dependent gets the J. Now kind of could do with a square. Gets the square. On that T and the Z, perfect pieces now. Stack looking good. J dependent gets the line, gets the Tetris. 951 for O. Portal out of trouble with that J. 950 for Portal. 985 for O. So O with the one Tetris lead. Tetris for O. Level 27. We're getting that. Max out for O. A18. Max out for Portal. Also A18. But 4 lines ahead. So there's just one Tetris in it right now. And we're approaching the final transition, the kill screen transition, or what the screen formerly known as kill screen. And there it is. Portal speed has now doubled. Portal at A71. O at B05. So O with the lead. Oh, and building for the Tetris. And oh, Portal's going to top out. O is going to take game number 1. So a bit of an upset. Seed number 38 taking the first game from seed number 6. All while battling sleep deprivation. And he seems annoyed at himself, but he's won the game. So I don't know why he's annoyed. Look at that. There's that dot. The dot goes to O. GG's. Let's count it down again. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, a bit of a shaky start for Portal, but no big deal at this speed. It's just going to cost a bit of burning. Though you don't want to cost a bit of burning when you're up against someone like O, I guess, who can, despite the sleep deprivation, pull out an amazing game. Okay, yeah, Portal's stack, all kinds of messed up. to be frank, that square's going to help. Now we just need 2 lines. And yeah, this is letting O establish an early lead. 52,000. Oh, Tetris though for Portal. So 75,000 points for Portal. 111,000 points for O. Kind of a Tetris and a half ahead. No, that's just is that just 2 Tetrises? I don't know. Either way, he's ahead. Alright, Tetris for Portal, whose stack is now looking in order. All present and correct. All to regulation. And Tetris ready. Oh, and it's O's turn, actually. Just needed to look slightly to my right. And there's O stack. Oh, now looking good. Not regulation yet. Not sloping. No high left. Definitely need those things. J dependent now to build out that left. J or line dependent. Oh, nice nice little burn there though. And there we go. It's almost a regulation stack. And with that J, I would call that a regulation stack. There we go. Nice. High left, sloping. Ready for a Tetris. Oh, portals though. Look at that. Portal got the message. 267,000 points for Portal. 345,000 points for Odo. A significant lead, but we're pretty early on. What is that? Like a 55,000 point lead in pace. Okay, nice T. Oh, T spin. Oh no, that hang of the square for O. Oh, 2 lines though. Bails him out of that awful predicament. And he's kind of got like a delayed Vits situation going on. And he could actually get out of it pretty clean if the pieces kind of play ball. But they are not playing ball. Oh no. We're still far enough away from transition that this doesn't necessarily spell danger. And yeah, O is going to get away with it, I think. Yeah, pretty lucky. He's going to get away with it and maintain the score lead. Okay, bit of a cavern on Portal's stack, but Tetris Ready in is okay actually. Not the most ideal, but when you're rolling, you can get like pieces over that spire consistently. Maybe not such a big deal. Oh, whacking himself in the head again. Transitions at 5:35. Portal transitions at 4:51, and stack still. Oh, dirty Tetris in the wings though, and there it is. Tetris, dirty Tetris for Portal. 477, 560 for O. Okay, Tetris for Portal, stack now. Mostly looking good. Still got a bit of a spire going on in the center of those squares, but that J is going to knock it down a little bit, and that square is going to help. An L would have been nice there, but got the J instead. Oh, now the right side building up again a bit, but manages to clear it with that double, gets the Tetris. 588 for Portal, 624 for O, who is also ready with a center, just an off-center well Tetris there. An off-center well dirty Tetris, I should say. Yeah, despite that ridiculous time of day that it is at O's, putting in some great games. Okay. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Well, not quite perfect transition, but almost perfect transition back over with the Tetris well to the right side. 770 for Portal, 761 for O. So we're actually pretty close now. And yeah, both players actually with pretty good stacks. Portal kind of making some very nice burns there to get parity back in order. Another Tetris for Portal. 845, another Tetris. 878. Oh, a bit of a misdrop there for O. Nice burns to get out of it. Looks like he wants to burn out from over the top. And is going to successfully do so. Oh, lovely pieces for it as well. Just cost him a few burns, but those few burns did cost him the lead. 909 now for O. 946 for Portal. Tetris is to get to 980. And we're getting close to that level 29 transition, and the scores are now the other way around, though not as close as... wait, was it close? I can't remember now. But closer, I think, than the last game. Tetris, so the max out, and then followed by the transition. A55 for Portal. Okay, O doesn't have the max out yet, so it's kind of not the position you want to be in, working from behind post-kill screen. Lovely pieces, though. Just needs a line to come. Oh, no! And just gave up on the line one piece too early. And is going to top out. And Portal's also on his way to topping out, but has the game in hand already. So that is one game apiece. And what was once a best of 5 is now a best of 3. GG's. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Thank you, Jens Emil J, for the 6 bits cheered, saying go O. Okay, nice start from Portal and from O. Few more burns on O's side. So kind of a Tetris back. But way too early in the game for that to really mean anything just yet. Okay, sorry. Tetris for Portal. A little bit of admin in the background. 354,000 points for Portal. 275. Make that. Okay, let's start it again. They're Tetrising too fast. 400,000 points for Portal. 320,000 points for O, who is also back by 5 lines. So is behind in pace. There we go, 343,000 points. So really about sort of 57,000 points back, which is, what is that, like 2 and a bit Tetrises at this level. Oh, there's a lot of Cyrillic in the Twitch chat, and I have no idea what any of that means. But hopefully it's all family friendly and above board. Not much happening in YouTube chat. I guess YouTube is not as prolific chatters as Twitch watchers. Twitchers? Did you say Twitchers? That feels like something an old man would say, so maybe I won't say that. Yeah, thank you, Thexley, for doing my job there. That is quite a pace on Portal's side. 559,000 points through 110 lines. Tetris is again 582. Very strong 600k transition pace. There's 605 at 118 lines. So yeah, 600k transition guaranteed. Lovely setup for that square tuck, or that eventual square tuck. Oh, interesting that Portal used that line to kind of build out the left before going for the Tetris, but certainly makes sense. Okay, 2 lines away from transition, and is going to burn into transition by the looks of things. 654,000 point transition for Portal, 581,000 point transition for O, so respectable transitions from both players, but certainly it's Portal's transition that is the slightly more impressive one. Ooh, nice burning there from Portal. 665, O at 629. So yeah, that kind of suboptimal transition did let O catch up somewhat. Not very far behind at all. Unfortunately, O shaking his head. Didn't get to use that line for a Tetris, but there's another one, so no big deal. L dependent on the left. Quite unusual actually. You see J dependencies all the time, but you don't see L's quite as much for, well, I guess for the reason that people build J dependencies more. I certainly do. If what someone told me ages ago is to be believed, which I'm sure it is, J's, due to the way the RNG works, J's are slightly more common than L's. So, you know, it makes more sense to build a J dependency if you're picking between them. Sonic Clang in chat saying, I used to watch on YouTube, then made the switch to Twitch because this is where the action is. So, any of you people on YouTube going to prove him wrong? I don't think you are. I think he's right. Controversial. Okay, nice double of that line from O. Could do with a square and gets the square. Stack looking good now. Tetris to the right. 975 though for Portal. 861 for O. A similar situation to last game, but will things turn around? It feels to me like O is the slightly more adept kill screen player of the two, but Portal has just been absolutely killing it pre-kill screen to the point where O has not been able to catch up, and it is, I'll point out again, 5:33 in the morning for O, and it started at 3:30 in the morning, so you know. Definitely playing with a bit of a handicap. Okay, Tetris for O, Tetris for Portal. B49 for Portal, 987 for O. Portal doing great this game. Another Tetris, B84. Looks like he's gonna... If he can get one more Tetris, no. Transitions at B85. Was hoping for a C transition, but there's the C. C21. And I gotta wonder if O can, who does have the max out, I wonder if he can kind of catch up at this point. And Portal's building for Tetris and gets it. C65. Okay, takes the triple. Sensible. And yeah, I'm just mesmerized by Portal's game right now. O is also transitioned, but it's a messy stack. And A51 is going to be the best he can do. Meanwhile, Portal's still Tetrising. D62. And Portal is going to take game number 3 and get one game closer to taking the bracket. Here we go again. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. There we go. That's looking better. Once again, thanks to Edwin Gal on YouTube for noticing that in very short order. Okay, Tetris for Portal. Second Tetris of the game. Tetris for O. It is neck and neck. Ooh, lovely horizontal J-tuck. The key tuck, I guess, as Kingsman would have you call it. I like that name. I'm all for it, actually. I think key tuck is a cool name. I'm happy calling it that. Tetris for O. Tetris for Portal. Portal at 159,000 points. O at 139,000 points. Line count's the same, so O must have burnt a few more lines. Presumably at least 4 of them. I always think when I hear this track that it's got a kind of Utah Saints kind of sound to it. I think I remember talking about this before, so you know, maybe I won't repeat myself. But if you go look up the song "Something Good" by Utah Saints, it's got a great music video. There's a remix. I think the actual song's like super old, but there was a remix of it that was very popular. Like I want to say early 2000s. I think it was when it's popular. But like the original song is like very old. Maybe someone can fact check me in chat. Yeah, early 90s. Right, I thought so. I do prefer the remix, like on the whole. I think it's a good remix. And usually I'm pretty kind of, you know, I usually prefer the original song on everything, but okay, every now and again the remix is better. Very rarely, but every now and again. There's another great Utah Saints song called Sick, and I think it was in some video game soundtrack. I can't remember which one it is. Like probably Wipeout, I guess. That's the sort of music that would be in Wipeout. But yeah, you know, some 90s dance music recommendations there for you. Oh dear, Portal screwing his face up at the state of his stack, and that is indeed not fantastic. Still low down enough that he can sort it out, and, you know, not actually that bad. Ooh, yeah, I kind of wonder if Portal kind of missaw that Z as an S or something, because, like, that's an interesting place to put it. Not terrible, but, I don't know, it didn't seem optimal. Okay, Tetris for Portal, now playing off of row 2. Really highly J dependent for a long time there, and there's a bit of a J drought. Still a J drought, still hasn't been a J since he first needed one. So good thing he didn't wait, because that would have been game over. Okay, committing to burning it off out over the top. Oh, now building a well. Aggressive move from Portal. Really needs that line. Doesn't need it now though. Okay, that will work for the LJ dependency. Finally, a line comes. Dirty Tetris for Portal on what was like row 8 or something. Transitions at 507 and manages to knock the stack back down just in time. But O is ahead. 596, one line away from transition. Going to transition with a 600k score by the looks of things. There it is. Tetris for O, 620. So O with a commanding lead right now. Looking to take the game and bring it to a decider. A real glutton for punishment considering the time of day. But in for a penny, in for a pound. Tetris for O. Tetris for Portal. 618 for Portal. Tetris for O. 708 for O. O is also behind by 4 lines, so that is a good over 100,000 point pace lead. And is showing no signs of slowing down just yet. Another Tetris for O. Oh, a bit of buffering on Portal's side, but no big deal. We're back again. 2 Tetrises in quick succession for Portal. Still behind, mind. Safety triple for O, followed by a Tetris, followed by another Tetris. 831 for O. This has been a much nicer seed than some of the ones we've seen in this stream. Another Tetris for O. 861. Really wants this game. And yeah, quite likely in a very kind of commanding position right now. Portal has spent a good amount of time burning that O hasn't. 831 for Portal, 927 for O. So not quite an 100,000 point lead. Portal has made some of it back, but not very much. O is maintaining that lead. 866 for Portal, 959 for O. O Tetris again brings it to 991, close to the max out now. And another Tetris, and that's a max out. A23 for O. 968. A01 for Portal. Max out. Double max out now. And we're still just on level 27. We've still got some score to get to eke out before we hit that level 29 kill screen. And Portal is high up. Takes a safety double. Really wants to stay efficient. Gets the Tetris, has another waiting. Oh, has a kind of, I think, an accidental T-spin built in now. Not the best time for it. Transitions at A47. O is still ahead. And yeah, it's up to Portal to see if he can knock this down. Get some really good pieces for it. Needs a line. Does not come in time. And it's going to be burning for a bit longer. Oh, perfect pieces again, though. Just a line now. If it could just come in time. O is still ahead, but looks like he's rapidly topping out. But oh, Portal sold out his stack, and O is going to take the game and bring it to a decider. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So it was only a few months ago that I found out that cider to Americans is just apple juice. And then hard cider is what everyone else calls cider, where it's alcoholic. So that's interesting. Well, is it? It's that other thing. Boring. Oh, kind of problematic pieces for O. But it gets the well back over to the right side nicely. I tell you what, I could go for a cider right now. Oh, you know, that's not true. I hate cider. It's not so much that I hate cider. Much like, I think everyone over 18 in the UK, or over 17 maybe. No, over 18, that's the drinking age, isn't it? And everyone over 21 in America. You know, you've got that one drink that you can't drink anymore because there was one fateful day that you massively overdid it. And that drink for me is cider. I cannot drink cider. I overdid a lot of drinks on that day, but cider is the one that stuck with me that I just can't drink anymore. Just too sweet. Sweet and cloying. I mean, there's probably some ciders that I can drink, I imagine. Maybe I could drink a Perry. That's a pear cider, for those who don't know. Oh, jeez. Eridak in chat saying, that's every alcohol for me. Don't remember much of my 20s. Well, I hope you're doing better with it these days. Also, I say it's cider. Also, although I think I could drink it now and be fine, but peach schnapps. I mean, my sister, who is 7 years older than me, took me to a party when I was 14, and her Irish friend got me massively drunk, and a lot of that was on Archer's peach schnapps. I mean, joke was on her. I was violently ill in the back of her car. So, there you go. It's the end of that story. Okay, so a bunch of burning on Portal's side has meant that O is now caught up, and we are basically neck and neck in terms of pace. Oh, and then a misdrop of the J. Or misflip, I guess. But there we go. Stacks back in order on both sides. 336. For Portal, 351 for O. So O's going to be happy about that. They're just stacking up those pieces on the left side. Oh, and YouTube, Edwin Gal, who's clearly the most... maybe should be doing this job. Saying that I missed a Vitz and a Z-Tuck. Yeah, I was a pretty late bloomer, Dan V. Like, I think that, well, that experience when I was 14 really put me off. And I didn't really get into, like, drinking much until sort of late stage uni kind of thing. And I think I kind of just... the thing with drinking is that so many... I find this when I've kind of... when I've been over to the States a few times, like, there's a weird drinking culture in the States. I think because of the whole drinking age being 21. Like, people just really go to town on it. And, like, it's not like that's not the case in Europe or in the UK either. But, like, I find that there's... Once you get past that kind of age, you know, the novelty of it very quickly wears off. And, like, drinking then just becomes something that, you know, you just do because you like a drink, and it relaxes you a little bit, but you don't go overboard, kind of thing. Where was I even going with this story? I don't know. That was it. Yeah, I started liking alcohol when I discovered that you didn't need to just go massively overboard every time you drink. Like, you can just have one. You can just have one and have a nice time, you know? And you can have none and have a nice time. Just putting that out there as well. Anyway, geez, look at these paces. How did I let this slip by? I do not know. Oh, being really bad at my job today. I'm very tired. I had a late one last night. So, 6:49 on O's side, and still 3 lines to go to transition. 6:12 on Portal's side. So, both players going to have very solid 600k transitions. So, 674 transition for O, 660 for Portal. And another Tetris really quick for Portal brings it to 684, so we're neck and neck. Okay, it's everything to play for now. This is the last game of the bracket, of the stream. Whoever wins this progresses through and reaches the next stage. So the pressure is on. And oh geez, Portal really kind of playing with fire, gets out of it, but not without taking, not without getting singed. Because that is going to hurt pace. Having to take all those burns, and still not Tetris ready. Is now Tetris ready off of row 2, or row 3 rather. And yeah, staying aggressive, wants to kind of burn away efficiently if possible. At 8:32, O ahead at 9:09. And O must be in like a kind of trance-like state at this point. It's so early in Australia. Oh, thank you for the follow, Slurm fan. Okay, Portal now playing with a Centaur Tetris. Gets it. Oh, and he's gonna... No, there we go. I thought he was gonna stick with it for a second. But no, has shifted the well back over to the right, back to the correct place. 964. O has a max out at A63 though. J dependent. Oh no. Kind of stack falling apart, and that miss drop is not great. Takes a split triple of that line and is now just going to be burning out. So this gives Portal, who has 999940, now the max out at A34. This gives Portal a chance to catch up. So it's looking kind of like it was going to be O's game, but it's now anyone's game. A90 for O, still ahead, but not by much. Manages to get the well back over to the right side, but one off the bottom. And it's going to have to burn that away at some point, because we are getting closer and closer to the next transition. Okay, well back open again. Needs a line to come now. Oh, Portal's transitioned already at B19, B20. Kind of burning away. Needs a J. Needs an L. A line will do. L or a J. Line will do again. Papers over it. Oh no, B42. O has topped out. It's a Chasedown. And this is just a few line clears away. Just, what is that? That's like 2 more line clears. And he's done it. Those 2, that will do it. Portal has taken it by the skin of his teeth. But Portal is our pink bracket Mega Masters March winner. GG's. And oh, poor O. O can go to bed at last. Such an effort. But Portal's a happy guy. We have a bracket winner. And just as the music stops as well, let's get I don't know, what's a good winning track? So get your food, get your water, have your nice little break, but we've got more Tetris coming up.
Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.